What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk here. I am back with another video, and today we are going to be talking about the New York Rangers and the letter that was sent out, and we're going to be talking about the rebuild and how many trades they could possibly make. So let's get right into this one. Going into this season, I think fans around the NHL and Rangers fans probably expected the Rangers to be better than where they are right now. And I mean, they went out and got Kevin Shattenkirk, one of the biggest free agents, if not the biggest free agent on the market. And now they're not looking too pretty, and it's kind of unfortunate. So President Glenn Sather and GM Jeff Gorton, if I said those names incorrectly, Rangers fans, I apologize, but they put out a letter basically almost apologizing to Rangers fans and saying, listen, we're going to have to make some changes. Some of your favorite players and familiar faces might have to go, but we're trying to build a contender. We're trying to be better in the future. It's time for us to patch up some mistakes and put a better product on the ice for the future of the team and to build a Stanley Cup contender, which is obviously good news. If you're a Rangers fan, this is great. And right now it's going to be a little bit painful. Trust me, I know as a Leaf fan, we've been through, I mean, in my lifetime, I've probably been through, 11, 12 rebuilds that I can actually remember, and that's no exaggeration. There was a new rebuild plan every single year. Now the rebuild, as you can see, as a fan of hockey, it's working for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and other teams are trying to get into that too. I mean, it does work if you do it properly, and it looks like the Rangers are committed to doing it properly. I mean, look they just waived Brendan Smith. Brendan Smith signed a 4-year, $17.4 million contract extension after being acquired by the Rangers last year. He was good in the playoffs, and you know what? He's been scratched 10 times this year. It's not looking too great for him. Being waived it's obviously not good because of the fact that they did sign him to that much money. The Rangers are trying to make good of what they might have made a mistake on. Smith, unfortunately, might be one of those mistakes. Myself, I was a little bit worried the Leafs were going to go after him. I don't think I was ever a fan of the Leafs going after him, but then the Rangers got it done. I said, you know what? This could be okay. He looked like he was okay as a Ranger, and maybe this is going to work. But that contract extension obviously does not look good right now, and who knows? Maybe after getting waived, maybe he picks his play back up and plays better in the future, but that's a lot of years left still on a contract, and 4 doesn't seem like a lot, but 4 years tied up with that much money for a team that's rebuilding is obviously not a good situation. Hopefully, best case scenario, Smith plays better and finds his way back to the Rangers or to another NHL team and maybe relieves the Rangers of that cap. At the current time I'm making this video, the Rangers are 25, 24, and 5, which is clearly not where they want to be. And the Rangers have also dealt with some injuries this season that you just can't ignore. I mean, Kevin Shattenkirk being one of them. He was the guy they wanted to put some money into and hopefully help them build up. And the unfortunate injury to Chris Kreider, his events have not been that great. And Jimmy Vesey's had an injury. The Rangers are just, injury struck, I guess. They've had so many of them that it hasn't really been good for them to have a full healthy lineup. And when the Rangers are healthy, they look like a really good team on paper. So obviously injuries played a huge part in the reason why they're here. Also, another thing I've read in multiple places, and it's something that shouldn't be a huge surprise. It happens with a lot of good teams. It happened to Montreal last year, year before that. It's happened to the Leafs before. And, I mean, it could happen to the Leafs any day now if Frederik Andersen doesn't keep playing good. If Henrik Lundqvist isn't at the top of his game, the Rangers aren't scoring. I mean, what did they do? Score like 4 goals total in their last 3 or 4 games or something like that? They haven't been playing to their full potential. They haven't been scoring goals. And if Henrik Lundqvist isn't on his game, then the Rangers are essentially screwed, which is unfortunate. But that's how the Rangers season has been going this year. For right now, Jeff Gorton keeps saying that Alain Vigneault is going to be their coach. He doesn't see any other plans that he wants to make or any changes that he wants to make, but you have to wonder if maybe that's a thought that they have. But if you're going through a rebuild and you believe in Vigneault to just get the job done, I think that it's okay to keep him there. We'll have to see what they want to do. But I could see, honestly, if I was to make a prediction, if the Rangers were going to do anything, it would probably be in the summer when it comes to coaching. They could make some pretty big moves if they don't want to make them now. But I would imagine the Rangers want to start building up those picks and prospects if they want to take advantage of their UFAs. Zuccarello is currently leading the team with 38 points at the time of making this video. Buchnevich, Miller, Grabner, Nash, those guys are throwing in points as well, but they're not putting it all together. It hasn't been an effort where everybody is putting up points and the depth is not there. VC hasn't been that good, but again, it's because of injuries, Shattenkirk injuries, but hopefully those guys will step it up next year if they're still a part of the team. I mean, you'd have to imagine guys like VC and Shattenkirk and probably Zabinajad will probably still be with the team. Do I even say Zabinajad right? I feel like I'm saying it wrong every single time, but the points here, as you can see, or as you could hear, I guess, from what I'm saying, and you can go on NHL and see the stats. You know, as a team, the depth is not there. They've got 3 or 4 guys that are putting up a decent amount of points, but I mean, just in comparison, I mean, Jake Gardiner has 30 assists for the Toronto Maple Leafs this year, and the leading scorer on the Rangers has 38 points total. I mean, that's not great if you're going to compare a guy that Leafs Nation seems to harp on all the time. And I'm sorry, I'm just making the Leafs comparison because I know that off the top of my head, but I'm sure there's some other comparisons you could make. Just the Rangers, they need more scoring. They need to do something, so they're going to have to go out there and get some more scoring, and it's going to be from prospects and growing talent. You guys know I love going to Spector's Hockey for rumors and trades and the latest news, basically. And he keeps indicating that the price for Rick Nash and Grabner are pretty high. So if the Rangers are going to make a move, it's going to be with those 2 guys to begin with. McDonough could be an option. I mean, we've seen all these crazy rumors that McDonough is going to go to the Leafs, which is not going to happen. That's another video. I've done it before. But Nash and Grabner are 2 guys that he brought up again today in his rumor update, so make sure you guys go to Spector's Hockey and go read that, because he keeps saying that there is a possibility that even though Nash and Grabner are going to be dealt from the Rangers, if they feel like you know, the Rangers are going to be good with them again next year and they're going to be fair with offers and they're going to build with the team, they may go back. If Grabner and Nash get traded, they might just go back in free agency this year and go right back to the Rangers, which is, it's allowed, it's part of the rules. But apparently what they're saying is Nash might expand his list. Grabner's the kind of guy I think he would go to any team, but Nash might expand his list depending on what the Rangers could get back. Because I mean, if in the back of his head he's going, listen, let me go try to win now, but I want to go back to the Rangers, and if they get some good back for me, I mean, I'm just going back there anyways, so I'm going to play with these new guys, or I'm going to grow with these new guys. But it'll be cool to see what happens here, because it looks like the Rangers are ready to just fire off and trade a bunch of people, and that's always exciting for a team that's going to rebuild. Let's just hope that they do it right. So if you're new, make sure you subscribe. I'd love to have more hockey conversations with you. Rangers fans, let me know, and hockey fans, let me know what you think of this video. What are the Rangers going to do? I really appreciate if you subscribe. We're on our way to 2,000, 5,000, 10,000. We set the bar high here on Andrew Piluk Hockey. Thank you guys for watching another video. I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Peace. And also, actually, not peace. I gotta say something real quick. My buddy Audie, channel will be in the description. Audie James, I want you guys to subscribe to him. He's close to 500 subscribers. Let's get him to 500. I know you guys can do it. Please go click his YouTube, subscribe to him. I'd really appreciate that. Okay, now I can say peace. See you guys later.